Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
First play, first pass for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Now a play fake, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
On play action, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Rebuzz. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on, dude. Switch. Hey, Alabama.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The Buccaneers hit 9-2 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Demario Davis there on the stop.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. Everyone, Mike 20. Alert. What's the
Again, it's Fournette. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Evans in motion left.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Winston.
Pass over the middle.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Fournette, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. From the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Well, the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. Up the gut, Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 2nd and inches, Brady.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady to throw again. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Winston.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught.
What a catch. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
To throw again on second down. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston now. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, left side. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away from the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Winston, and he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to it. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Brady.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Fournette again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jameis now on first down. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pick it up. Switch, switch, switch. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Second down and goal. Brady over the middle here to Rudolph. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Check 9, check 9. Check it back. Check it. Check 26, check 26.
Here's Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop. And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th. And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time he just didn't get there. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department. And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike's my
From the gun, Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Hardy.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brady going to look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Winston now to throw on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Winston. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Brady going to throw here.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they